Dearly beloved, we gather here to say our... I'm sorry, what? We're doing what today? A wedding? Nobody, who signed me up for this gig? Nobody, I don't do weddings. Are you kidding me? Are you, a wedding? Well, damn it, let me see what I can do. Dearly beloved, we gather here today to unite Amberlynn Reid and this woman who may or may not be wifey in marriage. Amberlynn, do you promise to take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife and to provide a YouTube salary to her for as long as you're relevant on the internet?
I do.
And wifey, do you promise to love and literally care for Amberlynn as long as you live? Forever and ever and ever and ever? Including driving her to Walmart?
I do.
You may now kiss the bride. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Today, I'm here to talk about Amberlynn trying to fight her way to relevancy once again by posting an image on Instagram that I just think is interesting. I mean, let's just cut to the chase with this photo. She posted this photo last night. I was literally waiting to go see the Spider-Man 3 movie, which, by the way, chef's kiss, loved it. Would recommend. Please go see it if you want, or obviously wait until you can safely do it if that's what you want. Do whatever, just be responsible, be safe, make good, healthy choices, you know what I'm saying? But Amberlynn posted this photo on her Instagram, and it's clearly, I mean, there is a person there, they're doing whatever it is that they're doing to Twinkie. I feel like Twinkie looks fed the fuck up, honestly, truly. I feel like she just looks so annoyed, but maybe that's just me, I don't know. I feel like that's what I noticed first. It's just look at Twinkie's face. Yeah, I don't know. You tell me. You tell me what you think about that. But there's this person, and they're wearing this hat with a King of Hearts symbol thing on it. Yeah, the caption is just a ring, which, to me, whether or not they really are or not, feels like Amberlynn's trying to say, there is a promise ring moment, an engagement ring moment, a whoever, whatever moment. That's what I took from that. But I think what people are most focused on is just the fact that Amberlynn posted this photo of whoever her girlfriend may or may not be. Is it wifey? Is it some new girlfriend that's local? I think a lot of people are presuming that it is presuming, whichever word you want to use, they're assuming that this is actually wifey who started dating her immediately after the breakup with Becky. But if you haven't been following along for a while, Amberlynn claimed that that person who she called wifey stopped existing, stopped being a part of her life, and now she had a whole different new girlfriend, and that girlfriend was local. And if you don't know, wifey was most definitely not local, full on flew into Kentucky to come spend time with Amberlynn while Becky was stuck up in a house quarantining because of COVID. Now, a lot of people I think are making the assumption that this is wifey because this is a black woman. Wifey was a black woman. I think it's hard to say for sure. I mean, I get why people are making those assumptions. I'm sure Amberlynn only knows like a handful of black folks, period. Okay. Like, we've never seen black people in her videos in the past, or a lot of people are assuming probably because of that this is probably wifey. At the same time, like, people tried to like dox wifey, but like, we've never seen what wifey looked like on camera outside of her hand in a single live stream. You know what I'm saying? So like, who knows if this is or isn't wifey? I don't know. I'm kind of inclined to think that it's wifey just because I don't know that I believe wifey ever really exited the picture. Like, we just all of a sudden stopped talking about wifey after Becky accidentally doxed wifey because of Amberlynn's choices to FaceTime Becky on a live stream. Now, I do have questions about what this means for the channel moving forward. I think, honestly, truly, one of the things that's hurting Amberlynn's channel in terms of it being interesting, in terms of it being entertaining, is that she's admitted that she's like literally not showing a whole good chunk of her life because people in her life don't want to be on her channel. And I get that. I've stood by that. I understand that that's like a concept of like, obviously don't put people on your channel that don't want to be involved with the drama and nonsense of your channel. But when you're sitting here and limiting what you can and can't show of your life because nobody in your life wants to be shown on camera, and you're worried about like exposing somebody in your life, you don't really have a lot of options for content then, right? Like, if this is your girlfriend that you're spending all this time with, but she doesn't want to be on your YouTube channel, then you're not going to have a lot of content to show because you can only show the times where you're not with her. So I don't know. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, she's feeling the hurt of views. She's gotta get the views up so that she can make some content, especially because it's Vlogmas, and well, she hasn't been doing Vlogmas, but especially because it's December and AdSense is higher and whoever and whatever, and I get that. I do have some questions about that though, because literally today, well, the day that she posted this photo on Instagram, she also posted a YouTube community post that said, I've been struggling with my mental health the last few weeks, but today things have reached a boiling point. I'm taking the day to try to get myself together, but we'll be back with a video for you all tomorrow. This is not a decision I made without a lot of thought. I'm sorry for anyone I've disappointed, and I hope you can all understand. And I think that that's interesting because, I totally support her in taking time off and whatever she might need related to mental health. Like, in real life, for people who don't have YouTube jobs, you can take mental health days, although some people don't always have that luxury. And I think that is something that Amberlynn kind of misses sometimes because, not everybody is able to just take time off depending on what their job is. But Amberlynn has that autonomy and is able to do that, and for all intents and purposes, I am supportive of that. But if you're upset because you were expecting your what I eat in a day or whatever it is she usually posts on Thursdays, I guess I understand why you're upset too. So yeah, I think it's weird though that she posted that. And if she was really trying to get views from this photo, then I don't know why she wouldn't just include something like this in her actual videos. Unless this is some part of some master plan, big brain thinking where she's like, let me get people talking so that they come and start looking for her in my videos, which maybe that is. Maybe that's her big brain master plan, is I'll tease it on Instagram, and so people will start coming to look in my YouTube videos to see if wifey is anywhere around. I also really am surprised. I looked at the comments, and not a lot of people were talking about the ring and the caption. A lot, honestly, I thought more people were gonna be talking about her potentially being engaged again so soon after leaving Becky. If you don't remember, she and Becky were engaged to be married. It was all the rage, whoever, whatever. That was just like what I assumed that ring meant, but nobody else in the comments really seemed to be taking it that way. And by the way, I have to literally log into my Judy Lou the Shih Tzu Instagram account just so I can check it out. And if she blocks that one, then I'll have to log into the Poe the Yorkie account, which by the way, you can also follow both of my dogs on Instagram. But yeah, a lot of the posts, a lot of the comments were not even about like the ring, which was kind of confusing to me. So there's a person that says views are down. There's a person that says we've been new, but I'm still eye emoji. Oh my God, can't wait to see this on all the tea channels. Somebody said get the coffee creamer, which if you don't know what that's about, a lot of people were speculating that the whole reason that she has so much coffee creamer and started loving coffee is because wifey likes coffee. And if you know Amberlynn, historically, she kind of takes on new things from each of her partners. She collects their personalities and stuff like that. Quick point of clarification. I don't believe that liking coffee is a personality trait, thus cannot be collected by Amberlynn Reid, but I am saying that Amberlynn does collect the things and interests and things like that of her partners. Oh, here's a person. This person did say, an engagement ring, just stop. What are people saying below that? Taking cues from Tammy Slayton, I think. Tammy did do that. I had a whole video about it where she like put a bunch of ring emojis in a TikTok or something for the BBW King. That was a thing. There's somebody says she finally hired a dog walker. Twinkie store is going beyond the tree. Oh, my little twonk. Oh, my little twonk. She was there the whole time. Girl, the real OGs knew this. You said you broke up, remember, Lyerlyn? You're going to break the internet. I don't think she broke the internet with this. This picture only got 4,000 likes. She's not breaking. No internet has been broken. My Wi-Fi is still functioning, girl. My Wi-Fi is still functioning. I don't know, though. I will be interested to see. I think that, honestly, truly, like, this is what her channel does need. I don't think her views are... I mean, her views are not good for her, but, like, I would be happy with... I mean, I am happy with her views. I actually get very similar views to what she's getting right now. So I don't think that... I'm not going to come out here and say her views are bad because that would be saying my views are bad. And listen, I don't criticize myself like that. But, I mean... in the context of, like, what she's done historically on her channel, her views are not what they used to be. You know what I'm saying? So I do think that this would help. And I think it actually, honestly, truly would make her videos way more authentic. Because when you watch her vlogs, especially, it's so clear that she's, like, struggling to just film whatever she can when people aren't around. And I think if she wasn't so stressed about like wifey being off to the side or whoever, whatever, then she could be a little bit more authentic, a little bit more messy. Well, maybe she doesn't have to be messy, but she could be more authentic. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's all I have. It's a little bit of a shorter video, but when I saw this get posted last night while I was waiting for the Spider-Man movie to start, I was like, oh my God, I have got to talk about this. This is literally maybe the most interesting thing Amberlynn has done since she bought a $15 Diet Sody. That or when she bought the MLM jewelry from her cousin. Did y'all see that in one of her vlogs? I was like, there's not enough for me to talk about this, but I am interested in MLMs, and her cousin is selling jewelry through an MLM. So I was just like, interesting. Noted. Okay, but for real, let me know what you think down below in the comments. What do you think's going on with wifey? Do you think we're going to see wifey soon in a video? I would like to hear what all of your thoughts are. And thanks so much for joining me here today. If this is your first video, consider subscribing down below. Hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Also, leave me a comment, hit like, click share. Follow me on all my social media. Don't forget I have merch down below. It's going to be in a pinned comment, so check it out. And yeah, have a great day. Bye!